Good afternoon, boys and girls. What a wonderful day today. I'm extremely happy to introduce one of our candidate, Kanika, who has made it finally in the FCAT. Thank you. I'm very happy she's back in the academy as promised. And I like that you people directly interact with her. And your all questions she's going to answer. I had the opportunity to interview her. And I knew you can ask her immediately after the interview. I told her, you are going to make it. So she had done the training from us, from this academy, and she has made it now. We have one more breaking news today. All those who have seen my video about Tejas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, again, during the interview only, I had told Tejas that nothing can stop you and you are going to make it. It is on record in the video. And Tejas, you will be happy, he has topped, the merit list is out, he has topped the FCAT. And can you believe it? He was also a repeater. Even if you are a repeater, never get worked up. You fail only when you think you are failed in life. Nobody can fail you till the time you fail yourself. I am convinced about that. You must have seen another post today which we have released. A chap has made it in the 7th attempt. In the 7th attempt, 6 times he was conference out. 7th attempt, he has finally made it. Each time you go in the SSB, let me tell you, whether you pass or fail, if you go with a positive frame of mind, if you really think that you have tried your best, you have never failed. You are going to improve each and every time. Your personality is going to improve. And one day you are going to make it. Yes, maybe because of certain minor reasons you get left out sometime. I have seen that even brilliant candidates get left out in the stage 1. So never get worked up, even if you are failing in the stage 1. You will make it. Your time will come. Provided you have the passion, you have the hard work, you have the focus, and you think positively and you give your best. So that's all I will say. I'm not going to take much of a time. Kanika is going to come in front of you. Let her answer your questions. I'm going off the scene from here. I got some visitor waiting for me. So she is going to answer. So Kanika, the stage is yours.
Thank you, sir.
Come over. I must congratulate here. Thank you. Well done. Very well.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Hi friends, as sir has introduced me, my name is Kanika Quatra and I am recommended from 2AFSB Mysore for FCAT entry. Previously I have given 2 attempts. I was screened out in both attempts of FCAT only, one from Varanasi and one from Dehradun. And after getting screened out, I came here, I joined as an intern and I practiced and I worked on my personality, and here I am in front of you. So to make it short, we'll start with the questions. Okay? Yes.
How did working here help you get recommended?
Yes. So while I was working here, I had a lot of experiences that helped me change my personality. Maybe I was lacking in my confidence. Makuni sir, when he took my interview and all those things, he pointed out all the facts. He told me that I have less ability to influence the group, and just with the confidence and a little of knowledge, I could make it and nothing can stop me. I really believed that statement. I believed it from my heart, and as soon as I entered the gate of SSB, I was fully confident throughout. I said, okay, I will do it and it will be done. That was my thinking, as he always says. That was the only thing.
How did general knowledge help you in clearing your SSB?
So, SSB is not about general knowledge as far as I think. It's a test of personality. My general knowledge is not that good. I had studied, I did practice a lot. Earlier it was like very bad, now it has improved. But see, seriously telling, general knowledge didn't help me that much. But whatever questions I didn't know, I simply said to my interviewing officer, sir, I don't know this. and that's it. Whatever I knew, I said them.
Ma'am, are you a regular reader of newspaper?
I occasionally read newspaper, but yeah, I'll read. There is an app called InShorts, okay, and I'll read from that some news daily, not full newspaper. So my interviewing officer asked me about newspaper. I said, sir, I don't read every day. Same answer I'm giving you, same answer I gave him. Then he asked me about, okay, whatever you have read, tell me what all news did you grasp from that. So I started listing my all the news. I gave one news that India, Sri Lanka's new president is there, Rajapaksa, India withdrew from RCEP, like that all the news I just started listing. And 4-5 news I listed and he stopped me there. Then he shifted to another question.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ma'am, you told us that previously you 2 times you got screened out,
Yes.
and you know also in Afghan country there is lots of candidates reported at center.
Yes.
How you managed your screening this time? How you confident at that time? How you wrote down your story? How you presented your narration part, especially and 3D also?
Yes. So this time there was a simple story. I just wrote my own experience actually I wrote. There was a trekking experience, the story I wrote. While narrating the story, I made it very short and crisp. My narration finished in 40 seconds. It didn't take, actually 35 seconds maybe it finished. It didn't take more. I said, okay, I narrated all the keywords, key points, and I said thank you. And shifted on to the next person. Then started the GD. In GD, I took part fairly well, like 3-4 times, but it went for like 2.5 minutes and they concluded. Everyone came to a conclusion and fine, GD was over. Okay, since I had already decided that I'll keep my story crisp and short, so and it was a good experience. And what else I'll say? Yeah, I did participate in GD. I was very formally participated. I didn't put in chaos or something. And anyhow, it was a freshers group, means all screened out group. They also didn't put in all chaos. Everyone came to a consensus. So it was really bit easy for me. So it was fine. Since I had practiced it here with a lot of chaos, it was fine there. I had got a feedback here that I am bit aggressive in GD. So this point I had in my mind, I don't have to be aggressive. I was continuously smiling, okay friends, you want to say, okay, take your point. It's okay, take your also. We'll collab both points. Like that I was doing.
So how was your individual obstacles? Were you able to complete all the tasks or like what?
While doing individual obstacles, I did 8 individual obstacles. Air Force entry has different individual obstacles than other entries. So all the obstacles, 8, I continuously did all the 8. Yeah. Then time got over.
Congratulations. Can you share your experiences? What preparation you have done for the psychological test and how did you conduct there?
Yes. For psychological test, here we get to practice psychological test. I had practiced many tests. Okay. So TAT, WATs, I had practiced again and again. I did all TATs. Like my stories actually went out of the space. There were more, content was more than there was space. Okay. And my handwriting is also short. So I cut the next word, like story 3 is written, 4th I cut and I wrote 4 there and next, and I wrote continued with the next story. Coming to WATs, I wrote all 60 WATs. SRT I did a blunder, okay, I admitted this blunder to my interviewing officer in the interview also. What happened in my SRTs, from 3rd, 4th SRT I skipped one, I didn't realize, till 15th I skipped. Okay, every SRT was one above the other, means 4th it is 3rd, 5th it is 4th, like that, till 15. Then I realized that I have done this, then I calculated till what I have done, then I made the arrows for that, and then I continued with my SRT. I was able to complete only 40 SRTs. Then I was like, okay, fine, no issues. Then I did my SD, which I had already prepared. I wrote that, and yeah, it was done.
And how did you prepare your SD?
I thought about myself, self-introspection, and I prepared. Yes.
Can you briefly explain about your GTO tasks and the experience?
Yeah, sure. So in my GTO start from GD. So friends, with this point actually I would enlighten that whenever the instructor, the GTO, or whoever is there, whoever the assessor is, whatever briefing or whatever instructions he is giving, just listen to that carefully, because there is always minor changes in his instructions. So I thoroughly followed every instruction. My first GD was that there are unhygienic conditions in cities and what are the reasons according to us. And he gave 3 reasons. He said, for example, I'm giving 3 reasons, so support your reasons. Everyone is giving solutions also, what government is bad, this and that they should do, everything is they are giving. But I stick, since he asked only reasons, so I stick to reasons. I don't know, there I thought, okay, he is saying that, I'll do that only. So I did only reasons I gave. My first reason is this, next reason according to me, third reason, fourth reason, maybe 7 I gave. Second, even my GTO, he was sitting on the other side, he came and sat behind me to listen what she is saying. Then for the next, he changed the topic, means he didn't ask reasons. He said, okay, so hunger, there is hunger prevalent in India. Okay, what do you think are the ways out of it? Okay, so I just, since there was global hunger index report recently had come, India's rank is 1 or 2 something. So I had read what India should do or what should be done. So I knew all the solutions. So I stick to that and I gave only the solutions. And then comes GPE. In group planning exercise, just normal genuine solutions I gave. I just wrote everything within 10 minutes. Then in GD of GPE, I did not get much to speak actually. But I was like, okay, if I'm not getting, so let others speak. I did not, increase the chaos of the group. I did not contribute to that. Then there was PGT. Yes, in my PGT, I was the first one to enter every task. I was entering and I was seeing through obstacles and I was going through. Means though others were telling what to do, what not to do, and I went through slowly in PGT also. I was one giving most of the ideas and mostly fattaballi everything I was having. Because I was lightweight in my group. So they were like, okay, you go first, and they were scared to climb one height. So I said, okay, fine, I'll go. Then there was, yes, yes, group obstacle race. Also, I was the front person. Okay, I'll just do everything. I'll climb, and then I'll take others also. Okay, 3 are there. First, I'll go and take the snake, and we 3 will be there taking the snake. Our group was the one having minimum number of this penalties. We had only 3 penalties in the whole group obstacle race, that too 5 seconds. So it was all together very good. Whenever there are 3 people, I'll go and help others who are unable to climb or whatever. Then coming to lecturate, since I speak very fast, in my lecturate I thought I'll speak very slow. So the India-Pakistan was the topic I got. I spoke really slowly and I properly finished my lecturate also with conclusion. Then there was next day there was half group task, command task was there. In command task, mine was the last. So in my GTO, he asked me questions for like 30 minutes, nearly 25 minutes. He was continuously talking with me about my family, this and that. Many questions he had asked. So I answered all that. Then comes command task. Then I started with the task. He is like, no, you cannot even jump this much. You have to bridge all the gaps also. No single gap can be done. Even my one subordinate fell down once. And he was changing the task again and again. He's like, okay, this structure is broken. Okay, this has happened. So like that. And once I was literally out of ideas, I simply said, I was very true. I simply said, subordinates, your commander is out of ideas. Please suggest something. And my commander, sir said, who is the commander? He was little angrily, he said. Then I said, I am the commander. So then said, they won't speak, only you will do. Then anyhow I did and it was finished. Yeah. This is all the experience. Individual obstacle I already told. Then GTO experience.
Ma'am, how SSB Sure Shot Academy helped you to change your personality and to boost your confidence level?
So here you have been here for how many days?
6 days.
6 days, okay. So in 6 days you would have listened to so many people, so many instructions, all different instructors instructing you. So from that only I gained that I should improve my listening skills. Because earlier it was like I listen from one ear, take it out from the other ear. But if we listen to them, what they are saying, okay, you grasp that. That only helped. I knew I had to listen to persons. Then confidence, it improved my confidence like anything. Because I had all were freshers. I had the experience. A screened out candidate does not know much. So I had the experience with the individual obstacle, this and that. So I already knew I am physically fit to do all those things. In monkey crawl, no other girl did monkey crawl because they thought they cannot do it. but I just knew that I can do it because I had done it here. So this is how all these things helped. Even interview from Bhakuni sir, his whole feedback session, it helped me a lot. He said all the weak points I had. My interview from Bhakuni sir was on 12th and my reporting was on 18th. All these 4-5 days, I improvised on those whatever he had said. He said just be confident. And so I was just confident throughout. This is what helped me. Okay, I will tell you one thing. Being lively in an interview is a very necessary thing. My interviewing officer was the same interviewing officer for many other kids. They said he was not at all happy. He was like, he was hiding between. So he hid in my case also. But I really thought that his height is very less. So that's why whenever he is writing, he is not visible. So I was laughing at that. Then already I was in a jolly mood. And even he asked me, which aircraft would you like to fly? So I was looking at him and like, sir, my height is not enough to fly an aircraft. He said, okay, just think, just imagine you want to fly an aircraft, you have to fly. Which one you will choose? I was like, okay sir, let me think. I'm looking at his face, he's looking at my face. And I was like, sir, Apache. And he's like, what? Why Apache? He's like, Apache is a helicopter. And I'm like, sir, when I sit in an aircraft, I can just see this much. If I sit in a helicopter, according to my height, I can see much. It will be open, so better for me. I'll take Apache. So this is how our interview went on. It was all funny. At the end of my interview, I thought it is a joke or some sarcasm only went all these 40 minutes. And I don't think so he'll recommend me. So it was fun. Yeah, it was nice interacting with him. He was a really nice fellow. Yeah, anything else? Yeah, I talk in English only, so I think English is necessary. I didn't shift to Hindi or something.
Which of the three, psych, GTO or personal interview, which did you do best? Like,
Yeah, I think I did my GTO the best.
Can you tell me about your interactions with the other candidates over there?
Yeah, my group was really a nice group. Our room was Rafael. I really enjoyed staying there. It has so many memories. And everyone was very helpful, very nice, and even I was good with everyone. We didn't had any competition sense, not at all, not even this much of competition sense. We did not do anything bad or bullshit for each other. If there was some point that someone is not letting others speak or do, he will tell that person and we will resist. Okay, fine, you want to do, you can do, no issues. So everyone was very helpful, all were very good. And even from my group, 3 people got recommended. It was a group of 9. And I felt really bad for the deserving candidates I felt who did not get recommended. It's not like I was on the stage, they were really happy. I could see them clapping like anything. And I was really sad on the stage because they did not get.
Can you share some funny experiences either in candidates' lines or during tasks?
Funny experience. Yeah, and there were many funny experiences actually. Most of the people were South Indian. So I just knew some South Indian words to say. And my funny I cannot say, they were my DSO, Sangeeta Podwal, wing commander. She was really inspiring, means she inspired us, motivated us a lot, like anything. Even after my psych test, I was little low. Because this thing will come, I had done this blunder in my SRTs. So she is like, one test cannot determine your future. There are so many tests, if you repeat same things, then only your personality is determined. It's a test of personality on basis of one or the other thing which you lagged in or you did bad, you won't be judged on that. So be confident, be positive and you will do it. She was always motivating. It was not a part of her job or duty, but she was such a nice person. I'm so thankful to her and my I don't know, his name is Sergeant Nayak. He was sharing his life experiences and all were very good.
Which task in GTO you felt that you did the best?
I did the best. I think in my GTO all tasks I did really nicely, really all tasks. Not a single task I left any stone unturned.
And when you were getting into the group, so how did you get into the group? How did you manage? Did you present anything before that, like about you or something?
No, nothing. We did not do anything like that. We were because all are freshers here. I don't want to put any pressure on their mind or something. Since I had some experience, I did not say anything. I did not tell that I had this experience, but I did not put any pressure on them also. I was like, okay, we'll go, we'll perform together. So we went. It was, since we were all very helpful to each other. We all were from the first day only. We were like very nice friends. So it was fine.
Ma'am, say something about the PIQ forms, how these all candidates means we are also supposed to face the SSB very soon. So what the tricks or guidelines you want to give us so that we can fill up our PIQ form so effective and it can help us in doing the interview also.
So the second page of your PIQ form, I think it should be like fully filled with all the activities you have done. Just think upon your brain. You had done many activities, but on that spot we are unable to think. Because fresher we will go na, on the spot, only 30 minutes we get to fill 2 PIQ form. In that also they are giving so many instructions. We are unable to think what to fill in that form, what to write, what all experience did we had. So I had filled it beforehand here. So I know what I had to write. I had done all the adventure activities, zip lining, wall climbing, ice skating, paragliding, all these things I had done, trekking I had done. So some dance competition, this and that I had taken part. Or everything, wherever I got space I wrote. Okay, I was less in sports, but other things I made it, my PIQ form was full of things. Now from my side it should be like, there should be things you should have done in life. Other things Bhakuni sir always tells you, so you can ask him. He is the assessor, I am just a student.
So you were saying that you had a really good bonding with your roommates, right? There were 9 of you,
Yes.
and you felt that some deserving candidates also could not make it.
Yes.
So according to you, what do you feel, why couldn't they make it? Did you observe that they were making some mistakes or anything like that? Or in general also, why do you feel people usually are not able to clear the SSB? Generally
Yes,
speaking.
I'll tell you. Okay. So the people I thought were deserving, they were having a really good knowledge. They had practiced a lot on their GK and everything. Means they are like, for everything they had practiced. So most probably their psych would also have been very good because they would have practiced on that. But coming to their interview and all, when I heard their experiences of interview, and they were like, my interviewing officer was very gloomy, he was very sad, and in between he was sleeping, this and that he was doing. So I thought maybe she had done everything, but she was not confident in herself and she was not confidently presenting herself. She was not lively in her interview because rest of the things in front of me she had done very nicely. Her lecturate was so good. Even my interviewing officer asked me, okay Kanika, other than you, what do you think who will clear? Okay, in your group, who will get through, who will get recommended? So I gave that chess number. Okay, but they didn't get recommended. And he asked me the reason. I said, sir, I think she had prepared with her GK and everything. She's knowing, she's having so many notes also. So I thought she'll get through. But maybe because of pressure, we take in parents' pressure too much, this and that. Every pressure we have on our head, and we are like carrying a whole lot of burden when we are going to SSB. And this whole lot of burden comes out in interview. We are not at all happy there. And our face, initially it is like this, then it goes like this and this. So after interview she was like crying and all, and I came to know maybe this might be the reason that she got very sad in her interview only. One girl, she literally cried in her interview. She also didn't make through. So maybe lack of confidence, lack of liveliness, they are having a burden on their own. They think that means this competitive world, na, because it's like nowadays everyone is running behind and something that we have to gain this. Okay, so it is making everyone sad. The one who is in front, he is also sad actually. He's like, okay, I have to maintain my position. One who is behind is like, okay, I have to go front. We should actually enjoy and live our lives. Then only I think so personality will be good and happy. So friends, at last I would like to say, apart from the preparation and everything which I had done, I had a little of confidence. I was not overconfident, but whenever I'll be walking through for my interview I was in my head saying, I will make this, I will make this. I have to and I will make this, no issues. I was like that. I was confident I was very happy and I was not at all worried about anything. It's not like, oh, what will happen if I don't make it. I was like, I will make it, it's done, no issues. And I had a really good bonding with my friends, so I was so comfortable with them. I was in the comfort zone when I was giving my SSB. All 5 days I was really comfortable. Yeah, so friends, according to me, just go, enjoy the process, interact with your friends, make new friends. They are very good people who come for SSB. They all are like us, they all are preparing, they all have their own worries and tension. So for 5 days we are not even having phones, best thing. So no need to worry also. Okay, thank you.
From morning till from 6 a.m. night till 10 p.m. virtually you live an army life. In our 28 acres of campus, your whole day is booked. And we enforce the discipline to such an extent that you can never miss your PT, your physical exercise. And also, you got to speak in English. And no other language is allowed to be spoken within the campus. For you, we have designed my signature online course. This online course is available to you for 5 days, 2 hours each day, and 3 times in a month. It starts on 2nd to 6th, 12th to 16th, and 22nd to 26th. And can you believe in these 5 days, 1.5 hours of class and half an hour question answer session, virtually all your doubts about the SSB will be clarified. We'll give you a solid foundation, a solid knowledge base. All those rumors which are floating in the environment will be set aside once and for all. Besides that, my interviews and psych test is going to be of great help. I'm going to virtually do the X-ray of your personality so that you understand yourself better. You understand your shortcomings. You also are told how to improve those shortcomings. And good news for you that we have also started our written course. From 1st of May, all those candidates who want to crack the written examination can enroll themselves. It's at a thorough price. Boys and girls, our all courses are at a very, very reasonable price. And the boys and girls who are from below poverty line, we give them a 40% discount. Besides, my dear young boys and girls, for you, we have designed wide array of online courses, online tests. You can go to our website and download whichever test you want to do, whether it is OIR test or your psych test, which are designed technically, keeping in mind the requirement of the SSB. And similarly, we have the TATs, WATs, SRTs and OIR test. So whichever number you want, you can download and do those tests. So avail this wonderful and great opportunity. Looking forward to meet each one of you either in my class or in my academy. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you like this video and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for all the future updates. If you're new to this channel, then do check out our other videos as well. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram.